probably gonna edit all of this talking out because I hate the fucking intro in the videos. So if I get a cross collar grip here on Andy, there's basically 4 big threats for Andy, okay? I think probably the biggest threat that's the most popular right now is the collar drag single leg, okay? So I'm just gonna step in, pull him out, come up on a single as he goes far away, okay? Super popular, really common from that cross collar grip. So you're gonna see people really hunting that cross collar grip so they can fire that off. Is if Andy tries to shoot on anything on me right now, there's always a loop choke, a big loop choke waiting in the wings, okay? And this can be done in a lot of different ways. I can go around this arm, okay, and then through the inside space, like so, and spin underneath them. Okay, and that will finish. Another one that's really popular here is if I have that, you'll see guys, they'll snap your head, and then they're gonna shoot for almost like a far side fireman. Okay, let's just turn here. So you end up on a loop choke here like that. That's really popular.
Spin under, yeah, this is gonna be very finishable. Getting through to that underside and then lifting your opponent, and he's out. He's out, stop the match.
Here's Andre Galvao showing a standing loop choke that looks pretty decent. Okay, outside of that, the other big risks that you're gonna see are you're gonna see, of course, a guard pull. You can go like collar and sleeve, or they can even go to the ankle like they wanna launch you here and then maybe come up the inside, okay? So you see that kind of strategy a lot. If they're a judo player, okay? If I can isolate this other arm, then I'm gonna have really nice, big, strong throws. It doesn't really work if I can't make this grip before Andy, because then we're more like neutral grip. You see, if he can make a grip here or here, then this power becomes diminished when he makes a grip. But if I can isolate that grip right there, then I start to get really nice big throws that I can work on from that grip. Okay, so those are your 4 big risks of the cross collar grip. The thing about that is that there's a really great way to neutralize the cross collar grip. A really quick way is just to make another cross collar grip of your own. So he's gonna go there. And so now we're 50-50, okay? So basically here it's whoever's stronger, quicker to the punch is gonna win whatever battle it is there, okay? It's really hard to loop choke somebody because he has a frame here now, see? And it also does make it more difficult to come up on the single because of this frame. Because even if I launch him, we'll move this way a bit. Even if I launch him, when I grab that leg, he's gonna be able to stiff arm me away. See there, okay? So he neutralizes that grip by making it into a 50-50 battle just by counter gripping. Okay, so that's one strategy that you can do with it. The nice thing about that counter grip here, all right, is that it also opens up flying techniques. Okay, so this is a really big risk for him. If he cross collar grips me here, he's isolating this arm. He's giving me this arm and he's opening it up for flying techniques. Okay, so here I can really start to counter grip here and then throw my right leg into his hip and bring the other leg around. And I won Master Worlds, my first match in 2016 with this technique. It was actually all 3 of the techniques together. I knew my opponent was gonna try and put on a loop choke because I studied some tape on him before. So I made a counter grip. If he beat me to the grip, my plan was to make a counter grip. I tried this technique, but because of this stiff arm, I couldn't get onto that single. As I came up, he put on the loop choke, which you'll see I fought my hand away, and then from here I had a cross collar and a cross collar, so I was able to throw off the flying technique, and I ended up with the win. So a better strategy than counter gripping on a cross collar, okay, is to make the same side grip and pull that arm across. Let's switch sides for a second. make a same side grip. Okay, so the same side that he's cross gripping, I'm gonna make a 2-on-1 here, and I just grip the gi and pull that tight, kind of wrap my wrist over top, and then I'm gonna pull it across my body as I try to slap over his back here. Okay, so I'm gonna make this grip to the far side. So this is a 2-on-1 grip. All right. If we were wrestling, it would be in here like this, no gi. Okay, they call this the Russian 2-on-1 or the Russian tie. So we're in judo, in jiu-jitsu, we like to grip over the back, okay, because we have this gi to grip, so it's really strong. The thing about this position is that I'm offensive from pretty much anywhere at this point, okay? I'm offensive with my legs on the outside because I can attack this leg here. If I pull it out, I can like kosoto, okay? Kosoto gake. I can also make really hard circular movements and attack that near foot. Okay, so I can go here. Okay, more like in a sacrificial manner. Okay. I can also work the inside really well here. Okay, so I can start to work on inside trips here like this. So what you'll notice is that when you do that, he has a secondary post. He's going to post on that hand. He's not going to fall right over. But if I do that trip really well, I can drive through that post. Okay, so let's come a bit here again. So if I come into the inside here, I can still drive over that post. I can still win the position just by bullying over that post. But I can also start to work that into beneficial attacks like flying triangles. Okay, so I can come here when that arm goes down. I can throw this leg over top. I can jump, catch my leg, and work into that triangle. Okay, so that's another popular attack that you can work from the inside. Okay, so I have a whole host of really strong techniques. I would say probably the strongest technique that you're going to use here is the sumi gaeshi. All right, and that's where you're going to step. This outside leg is going to come in deep, as if it's facing your opponent, and then the inside leg is going to go behind, hook behind his knee, and you're going to take him over the shoulder that you trap. So it's going to go here, here, sit back, and then if you control this arm, as you come up, you punch it to the mat between your legs. Here, you really control his ability to turn away because you have the arm, and his ability to turn in because you have the grip on his knee here, okay? And from here, you can really start to work all of your side control attacks, kimuras, and all that kind of thing, okay? So, this is a very good answer to the cross collar grip, all right? So if you've been having a hard time with this grip right here, I really want to encourage you to start looking for this grip right here and then start working your attacks here, okay? And then here, okay? And you're going to start to have some success, all right? So if we're not allowed to do leg attacks, we don't really have very many good attacks or defenses to this position, okay? A lot of times in jiu-jitsu, this guy's whole defense here will probably be trying to fight his way to square up. Yeah, there, okay? And this opens up a whole host of attacks for us, okay? I can now go underneath to that far side, okay? I can also start to attack the near leg. Okay, so squaring up and fighting in with this hand is probably not the best idea right here, okay? It's better than nothing, but you're still putting yourself in a lot of danger by doing that, all right?
So here's the Georgians. Love that Russian 2-on-1. Tries that foot sweep, tries it again. Fireman's, beautiful.
So what the Samboists have come up with are the Kani Basami and the Victor roll. And so we'll look quickly at the Victor roll. Okay, so what's important about the Victor roll is I don't want to be too high up when I start this technique, okay, because it's a long way to fall. So she's already starting to lower her position. Secondly, she's also controlling the inside. You'll see that the person who does the Victor roll is going to be controlling the inside with her leg, okay? So when this person steps inside with that leg, you'll see that she always fights back inside. Okay? And that's really important because when I do my Victor roll, I'm going to change my level. I'm going to shoot this leg through, and this hand is going to hunt for the inside of that leg right there. Okay, I'm gonna hunt for that leg right there. So I'm gonna try and roll through. You'll notice that this person right here is gonna base out both hands so she doesn't go face first into the mat, okay? So it's gonna start like this. You'll see she even kind of steps in a bit. This person backs away, and then they kind of reset. And then when this leg gets close enough behind, that's when she goes. Okay, so watch this hand, all right? She's gonna be out here like so. She's gonna kick that leg through. She's gonna roll her head through the center, and this hand is gonna go to the outside of the leg. Okay, so see how her head comes up through the inside, this hand goes to the outside, and now both hands from here are gonna go to the heel, okay? What ends up happening is this person ends up straightening it and takes her over to this side. So this is not ideal, okay? This is not an ideal place for me to be if I want this knee bar. And the reason is this foot right here can fight away this grip. Okay, so I'm fighting here. She's gonna have her foot peeling in there, okay? It can also cross the ankles. And the third thing it can do is it can also be pushing up on my hips here, trying to separate my knee, my legs, okay? Clear the knee line, all right? So what happens is this person starts to pull this heel back and they end up here for a second. Let's turn that maybe just like this. So they end up right here for a second, okay? So what's not great about this position is this person is gonna start trying to climb up the back, okay? And look, if she digs this heel down really hard here, she's gonna end up exposing my back. And then if she spreads her, collapses her weight away, she's gonna end up there taking her back, okay? Very bad situation for me. So what the person on the bottom does here is you can see she goes two hands to this heel and she's gonna pull this heel really hard towards her, okay? And so what's gonna happen is this person on top feels that this knee bar is gonna come away. So she has to cross her ankles here. She crosses her ankles in order to prevent that knee from peeling, okay? So they end up here for a moment. This person ends up straightening it and takes her over to this side. So they end up on this battle right here. So what happens is this person turns a bit north, tries to peel that leg, and as soon as she starts to peel that leg, pulls this leg down, and then goes immediately two hands to one, and then the knee bar is too deep for this person on top to save that knee. Okay, so the other attack she could have used here against this 2-on-1 is very similar attack, all right, and that's the Kanigasami or the scissor takedown, right? So that one's become really popular, although it's illegal because it puts you right inside ashi, okay? So I think that if you're doing this one in practice, it's a little bit safer for your opponent if you're gonna do the victor roll, okay? Just make sure that you pull your opponent down, put some weight, post with your hand, throw your legs back, and then you can roll through the inside. Here. Okay? That's fairly safe movement. You can learn how to do that like quite slowly. The important thing here is that I'm still anchored to Andy, okay? I want to make sure that I'm kind of swinging off my opponent when I do that. So this is a really great counter to this position right here, okay? Other than that, I'm going to have to try and fight maybe up into a loop choke or something like that. Yeah, so I think that's it for now. Thanks. That's one. We'll see if I can get anything out of that.